So. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is my first YouTube stream with Oblivion. With a remastered edition of Oblivion, to say. I mean, remastered by myself, of course, with some graphical mods and cool Radiant AI mods that you may have seen in my last videos. I have to make a sound check. Sounds good. And we walk down the roads of the Imperial City with new lightning, dynamic shadows, and lots of cool stuff. And dogs, of course. If you have any questions, feel free to ask what mods I use or installation progress, something else. Just ask me. I'm here today. I have 2 viewers, cool. I mean, it would be great to have some viewers, because I have like about 500 subscribers now. Why are you naked? So, for you all, I play Oblivion Remastered by myself, remastered of course with graphical mods and Radiant AI mods that you may have seen in my cinematics or my other videos. So the population of Oblivion is a lot more dynamic now, and some of the old features from Radiant AI are restored now. I wonder what we could make. Just write in the chat something to test. This is my first time on a YouTube streaming here. So most effects, graphical effects are enabled now. It's a little bit foggy, but I think it looks very good. To change the weather, waiting some time. Beautiful god rays. So the cool thing is, with the graphic mods, we have exterior dynamic shadows. So every object in the world has shadows now. Something that was not before there, so it's definitely a cool addition. But the newest cool thing is, we don't have just the exterior shadows, we have interior shadows as well. Ambient Occlusion is a little bit buggy inside, so I have to turn it off. But the shadows, they have to work. I hope, yeah. You see here dynamic shadows for interiors, so the light source is here and you see here the shadows. It's a cool addition. It's still work in progress. It's a little bit buggy, especially when you have more than one light source. And for optimization reasons, they are turned off when you are not close enough. So you can see here a little bit flickering here. But it's amazing progress what Alnet is doing on Oblivion Reloaded. It is the name of the graphic mod. So I drink tea because tea is healthy. Oh, this looks really nice now here. So good. It's foggy, but it's a cool fantasy style. Very colorful. And you see here the shadow, the fog in the distance. It's really nice. If you are watching the stream, you can write in the chat so I know I am not alone. I don't know if this one person is myself or someone else, so feel free to write and ask some questions. Alright, so I would just say that we walk down the road here again and just soak in the beautiful world of Oblivion, or the beautiful modded version of Oblivion now. Also the water looks really cool now. It has some proper reflections now. But I really love the shadows. You see here, shadow is starting here, but even in the distance you can see the shadows. When I jump around, for example, here, it looks really cool. I have to say they even look better than Skyrim's Skyrim ones. So they really have made a great job. Sometimes it's still buggy, like this here. They normally there should be a terrain shadow, but it's not casting, so it's not working in this example here. Mostly it works very well, so I would say it's easily playable when you have the goal to play Oblivion again. It's good to go to use the mod. Sometimes it's a little bit buggy, but mostly it's okay. And the performance thing is when the mod first came out with dynamic shadows, it was a very bad performance. But now it's okay. It's okay. It's not good, it's not bad, it's okay. You see I have kept on 30 frames per second because I'm not reaching 60 FPS all the time. Sometimes in really bad scenarios it goes below 30. But I have to say my computer is not most modern PC on this date. So it's really okay. Performance is okay. Okay, we wait a bit. I mean, the night doesn't look bad, but the day looks even better. Oh, we have one new viewer. Hello. There's a dog. There was a dog. But I seen a person right now here. No person. Ah, here is. Where is? Ah. Good job, dog. So I'm testing today a little bit of the Oblivion Remastered I created with some mods. I think they are good. And some mods, some graphical mods and some Radiant AI mods to improve the Radiant AI of the game and restore some of the functions that Oblivion has, or that Bethesda has scrapped from the release.
Hallo, willkommen in Pelztor. Schönen Tag.
Oblivion is voice is in German because I'm German, so don't wonder.
Einen wunderschönen
I
guten
thought there
Tag.
was a bandit here.
Morgen.
Oh, there's a fighting here. Ah, the Imperial Guard. Oh, it's something new that foresters are hunting down, for example, deers or bandits. They free roam the world dynamically,
Es ist aus,
and
Gesetzesbrecher. Euer Spaß hat ein Ende.
I have a problem
Ich
now.
nehme alle gestohlen.
And of course she doesn't help. Alright, I have to cheat. Bleh. So if you want, I can break down the graphical effects for a moment to just show what effects are turned on. For example, oh, I turned it off. Ambient Occlusion. So this is without, this is with. We have some, yeah, we can turn on some bloom, but I don't like bloom, so I turn it off. We have God Rays, of course, really nice effect. Grass is like made the grass a little bit smaller because the grass in Oblivion is really CPU intensive. We have motion blue. I like motion blue, but mostly I turn it off because it's not the best motion blue technically, but it's quite okay. We have Parallax occlusion mapping. You can see this here on the rocks, for example, when I turn it off and when I turn it on. It's really cool. Some AA, some shadows, yeah, some nice shadowing here, all over the place. A little bit sharpening. Don't know what terrain is. Ah, okay, it's like shadow. And we have the fog. The fog is really cool. It's like volumetric fog. It looks really cool. Without and with. I personally like it with, so I turn it on. Water, for example, it looks really cool when it's turned on. Really nice. And water on lens is great too, so when I come out the water, then I have some nice lens effects here. Looks really cool, reminds me of Crisis. Makes a nice touch. But here I have some glitching over here. The mod has still some bugs, it's okay, but mostly it's stable.
Einen Wunder... Wiedersehen.
I can go to a cool place and show some how it's called. I think Anvil is a great place to show off some of the graphics because it's just has a really good level design in my opinion. And with the reflections here, it looks it's amazing. It looks like ESO a little bit, like ESO from the engine technically. But it's Oblivion. It's our good Oblivion, good old Oblivion.
Wie geht es euch?
I think the shadowing is so nice. It looks so good. And of course the God rays do the rest. So it looks so good, so good. I mean, there's so much graphical mods. Yeah, we know all the E&B stuff and all the reshades and SweetFX.
Bitte nur eine einzige Münze.
But there is only one mod you need. It's Oblivion Reloaded. It's all you need. And even there you can customize everything.
Ihr seht aus,
You can
als
make
wärt
it
ihr
how you
geschickt
want
im
it
Führen
to
der
look
Dinge.
like. I mean, look at the shadow here. I can go, jump, and you can see the shadow far away at a distance. It's so good. Looks even better than Skyrim once. What is this dog doing? So what I wanted to show off is some time of day. How it is called? Some time of day when the time goes on fast. That's what I mean. So we can make this here to show off a little bit of the graphical power here. Set time scale to a little bit of 8000. It's okay. It doesn't look like the Oblivion engine, right? It looks way better, like a completely new engine. It's so cool.
Wie geht es euch?
It just looks so amazing, man. It's so good. I really love it. I mean, the performance is not that good. I have like, when I look at this direction here, I have like 24. You see it in the corner, right? In the right corner. It's not good. But that's a little bit with the combination of my not too good PC and the very bad optimization of the old Oblivion engine in combination with these graphic mods. But it looks astonishing for thinking that this is Oblivion, that is still the old engine, and it looks it is on flick. It is amazing. It is so good. I even see this on my phone. It is amazing, really. Oh, I have 1 like. Thank you for the like. Thank you. Really, I appreciate for the like. I mean, look at this. It is amazing. Alright. I mean, not all is amazing. You see there in the distance the terrain. The mod does not touch the terrain at all, so... But it touches the lightning, the shadows, soft shadows, the reflection of the water. Even this reflection, you can scale the resolution up if you have a good PC. I have it at a quite low resolution, but if you have an even better PC, you can turn it off. You can crank all the settings up, all the resolution. You can turn on the resolution, or you can up the resolution of the shadows. Even this you can make. It is amazing. You can see even the shadows in the water here. It's so good. We have some artifacts here. You see these like squares, or these not squares, but these forms here in the water. It's because I have a really high amount of ambient occlusion turned on, because I really love ambient occlusion, but this makes, in combination with the blocky terrain of Oblivion, makes these little blocks here. But not looking at the water, it looks better with the ambient occlusion, makes more depth into the scene. Really good. Looks really nice. I mean, this you can make... This is like a little tech demo, right? This scene here, it looks just amazing. Can make the time a little bit more late, so it looks even better. You can see more shadows here. It's this whole scene is so detailed, in my opinion. It's amazing. So this is the reason why you still have to play Oblivion, right? But before you install the mod, please make sure you have a really good CPU, because I think at maximum Oblivion just used 2 cores, so the power of 1 core is really important. So when you have like 4 gigahertz or 5, it is okay. I think it is really okay. The GPU does not do much in this game, I think. So CPU is very important, right? Oh, I have 5 viewers. Thank you. We show off a little bit of my remastered version of Oblivion. Of course, this is not something official, but I mean, do we have to talk about official when you can look at this? I don't know. It looks really nice. Imperial City looks really good too, but I think Anvil with these boats that have these sails here, just making showing off the shadows, really good. It's one of the best scenes to show off the mod. Keep in mind that I use a graphical mod and the Radiant AI mod, or more Radiant AI mods at once, so we can show off them later. You can see it in my other videos where I showcase the Radiant AI mods. They make the world feels even more alive, and some of them restore old functions that Bethesda has scrapped from the original game. So we can show off them later. And firstly I have to show these beautiful graphics. Oblivion modding scene is still active, you see. This guy is called Allnet. He does a really great job in making this graphic mod, Oblivion Reloaded. But the cool thing is you have exterior shadows like this. Alright, you have exterior shadows like this all. But you even have interior shadows that we can showcase now. All is dynamic. Really cool. If you have any questions, please write in the chat. Please. I would love to talk with you. Okay. First thing is, Ambient Occlusion does not like interiors. So I have to turn it off. You see you have this strange masking thing here. These lines. I have to turn it off. It's not every time, but this time. Alright. So the cool thing about this, it's quite performance friendly. So they just activate when you go close. Keep in mind that is still all work in progress, and these interior shadows are really fresh. So they have to tune, have to get tuned over time to get better and have better performance. But I have to say they look quite good. They have like a realistic flickering to it. They're not just static. And yeah, I really like them. They have a cool vibe to it. That was some of the Radiant AI. You can see my companion does some random things when I sit down. And here they have still, yeah, you can see even at this place some nice shadowing here. It looks really good. The problem is with the interior shadows that when you have in one close little small scene where you have more than one light source, then they start about the flickering and the performance gets really bad, but it's okay. I mean, look at this scene without the shadowing and with the shadowing. It's about small details, but it looks a way more charming, a lot more detailed and cool. I'm really surprised that we had like 5 viewers some minutes ago. Really cool. Yeah, this door has no shadows. That's a little bit weird, but I think you can turn it on in the file. You can turn it on custom, or at the default they are turned off. So as I said, keep in mind it's all work in progress. Ah, here you have like a more static light. It's interesting. What is this? It's strange. Even here you have like shadows. I mean, there is no light source at all here. There is no lamp or something else. But this is normal Oblivion. There just are shadows coming where a light source was placed by Possessor. There is no shadow. Alright, we're again at the coast. We can make one more time a time lapse here. It looks so cool.
Wie ist das Wertebefehl?
Seid gegrüßt.
Euer Schritt wirkt geschmeidig. Ich wette, ihr seid ein famoser Akrobat. Ihr seid, hi.
Okay, let's look one more time in the Imperial City. because I think with the mod Imperial City just looks amazing. So what we could try at first. Let's go to the market district. I think it's a cool to show up.
Was ist los?
Ah, I forgot to place the time again, so we have a little bug. We have to load the game. All right. Oh, we have 5 viewers again. Thank you for watching the stream. We show up a little bit of Oblivion graphics mod and an Radiant AI overhaul and restoring.
Hab Mitleid mit einem alten Kriegsveteran.
I think Imperial City is cool to show up because you have all these big blocks of buildings here that are covering the shadows and the light. It looks really interesting. And even here we can make a little time scale here and show up the cool dynamic shadows.
Recht. Was sagt ihr, Freund? Schon mal im Einsatz gewesen?
It looks so cool. It looks like a completely new engine, a completely
Keine Sorge.
remade
Ich bin
Oblivion.
noch wachsam. Ihr seid ein guter Mann. Wir können mehr Leute wie euch gebrauchen. Das ist verdammt nochmal wahr. Wenn ihr mich
And the soft lighting is just, it's so, I love it. It's so good.
ich muss weiter. Solltet ihr Verstärkung brauchen,
When you have any questions to any mods I use, please use the live chat. I would love to talk with you. I have 2 likes now, thank you.
wie ist das Wertebefinden?
Drink tea, it's healthy.
Ja, doch, ich denke, ich habe ein wenig Zeit. Was ist?
Don't wonder this is German German voice because I am German, so of course I play the game in German. If you want that I show a specific place with the
Oh,
graphic mod,
how?
just write in chat. But for this one I will show up the Imperial City because I think it looks really good with the mod. Okay, we are outside so I can turn on the Ambient Occlusion now. It's a little bit buggy indoor, but exterior it looks amazing and it functions amazing. Alright. Next thing is the palace. The palace looks so good. The palace looks really... It's the best place to show up in the Imperial City with the mod.
Aus, als wärt ihr geschickt im Führen der
Here we have a kind of a bug. It was from the fog, I think. And this, I think, is from the God rays. Sometimes it happens when I switch the place. I really apologize for this. Just save it and load. Oh, doesn't help.
Hallo.
Ah, this really sucks now. I can't get it away. Oh man. This is not cool. Okay, you know what? I save. I start the game really fast again. Thank you for the likes, it's really cool. Yeah, as I said, the palace really looks amazing. When it's buggy, it looks not amazing, but just turning off the fog, and it's gone.
Seid gegrüßt.
Seid gegrüßt, Kaiser.
All right.
Herrlicher.
Nanu?
And even in this place, the dynamic shadows are working really well, making a good scene at all. Looks quite amazing. Did he just grab some of these? I have to test this out. Because I even installed some Radiant AI mods, so this is interesting to see for me. If this guy has some mushroom now. Oh no. But he grabbed something here.
Alles ruhig, was?
Alright.
Momenten wie diesen
Whatever. Maybe he eat it right now. It's really cool. Looks really good.
Ich höre euch zu, Bürger. Und habt ihr
Oh, thank you,
letzter
Finn,
Zeit bei
for
einem Problem
writing a
gewettet?
comment in the chat.
Ohne Zweifel.
I don't know what I have to do that you can watch it later again. Did I have
Denkt
to
daran, das Unbe
make any options? This is my first stream. I really don't know what to do. That this afterwards gets uploaded, so if you have any tips. Oh, the game crashed. Really good. But you definitely can watch my other videos if you don't know them. I create cinematics for Oblivion with amazing graphics. You have to see it. It's really... There are so much graphic mods out there, Reshade, SweetFX. Everyone creates their own graphic mods. It's okay, I love it. Community has to stay strong, so it's okay. But I think much of them really just don't look good. They are overdosed, they are nothing harmony of good graphics. And I use just, I mean, a couple mods, but the most important mod that I use is Oblivion Reloaded. It overhauls the complete lightning of the game. It looks like it was rendered through a complete new engine. It's really amazing. I just found out a new place to show off the cool graphics. Not Unreal again. Yeah, Gala's Matador is a really good place to show off. Oh, we have 5 likes now. Thank you. Even here you can see the amazing shadows and the amazing god rays and the amazing water effects. I also use a camera mod. This is the first camera mod that I think that works just perfect and doesn't look creepy. So it's really nice. So we can show off again some interior shadowing and some interior graphics. A good place to show is Wilverin, the first ever cave that you come across when you start playing Oblivion. For example, you can see here some nice shadowing from the crystals here. It's all dynamic. It's a little bit buggy still, but it's, as I said, all work in progress, and it still looks good. It's really nice. And this is really, really cool to have these hanging crystals and the shadowing around it. It looks really good. Oh, what is this? Oh.
Hey.
There is a problem with the visuals when he hit me. It's strange. Is it like... Looks strange. Don't know if this is a bug or... I really don't know. Volumetric fog is turned off, so I really don't know what is... looks strange. Maybe he has a magical weapon, but it looks not right. It looks really not right. Alright, I think the lightning is buggy again. I have to load. Do you need a good high-end computer to run Oblivion Reloaded? Hooded Man asks. The problem is that Oblivion, as the game Oblivion, is just not optimized good for modern PCs. So even without Oblivion Reloaded, Oblivion runs like shit. So, but yeah, making a short answer, you need a good PC, definitely, yes. I have like an older i5 processor from Intel, and you see in the right corner I kept it to 30 FPS because I don't get 60 every time. In really bad scenarios I get below 30, so you really have to watch out. But I have to say, if you have a better PC than mine, you are good to go. And you don't have to enable all settings. As I said, you have the freedom to turn off and turn on every effect here that is listed. So when it's not running well, you can turn something off. The problem I encountered is when you have these dynamic shadows that are looking amazing. But when you walk through the woods where you have a lot of trees, you have massive problems with performance. But like Imperial City, like most cities, you have very decent, very good performance. It's just in most outer areas where you have much trees and bushes and stuff, it's possible that the frame rate really goes below 30. But as I said before, the modder Alnet, so the creator from Oblivion Reloaded, he updates his mod every time, so it just can get better. Or better say, it only can get better. But the best graphics you can see in my cinematics I make for Oblivion here on this channel. It would be great if you check them out, they are really cool. They are with Oblivion Reloaded, with every effect turned on and cranked up to the end. And even then the clips are edited with an editing program, so it looks astonishing, really.
Ich höre euch zu, Bürger.
This is a good example of the volumetric fog. So you see the tower here, and left and right is some nice fog area.
Recht.
Habt mit
So I don't
Ich habe
make
nichts zu essen.
so much longer, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I will give my best to give a good answer. Because here in Germany it is already really late. It's time to sleep.
Was ist los? Was ist los?
Oh, thank you, Hooded Man, for the subscription to my channel. This is interesting to hear because I was thinking that most people who are watching the stream are subscribers because they see the stream popping up. But it's interesting that someone who doesn't have subscribed is watching the stream. Cool. So this is somehow... It's listed on YouTube, right? Somehow public.
Ich höre euch zu, Bürger.
Oh, here's a really... In this location there's a really good place to show it off. Because... it's one of the locations that I showed off in my cinematics. I think it's this, yeah, it's this location. It's a really good location to show it off. Looks really nice. This is just looking like paradise. It's so cool. It's so cool scene to show off. So my opinion is, with dynamic shadows, every scene just looks more realistic, more lush and more detailed, and just overall better. You know, it makes so much out of a scene to have real dynamic shadows. Maybe I should make something cool and change the weather too, so make it show off some other effects of the mod.
Einen wunderschönen guten Tag. Was habt ihr zu...
Maybe some foggy?
Berichten?
Gerüchten zufolge hat der Nerevari Morrowind für eine Expedition nach Akavir verlassen. Seither hat niemand mehr etwas von ihm
Oh, this looks cool. This shows off the volumetric fog very good.
Morrowind.
It's really cool. It's like a secret entrance here. It looks so cool.
Umso mehr zuzutreffen.
Bis später.
Schönen Tag.
This looks just so good. It's real volumetric fog. An effect you see like in Crysis, for example, or in really high-end engines like Unreal Engine or CryEngine. And this, having this in Oblivion is mind-blowing. Really. And as I said, in cities you have really decent, really good frame rate. Oh, this is cool. You have like a cool yellow tone now here. In this direction. It looks really cool. gets even brighter. Because I think because the sun is behind the wall and it soaks up the lightning in this place. It's not a realistic, most realistic thing, but it looks very cool, and it helps with the fantasy approach of Oblivion. Hello, Gustavo Andrade. Thank you for watching my stream. I show off some nice Oblivion graphics. It's really top-notch. Lightning here. It's the newest version of Oblivion Reloaded. You can get for free on the internet. And of course I tweaked it to my liking and installed some other mods like Radiant AI. It looks really good. Maybe we can get it a little bit better, even a little bit better. I know it has like a cool green tone.
Aber vielleicht kann sie auch mir beibringen, wie man von hohen Gebäuden
It's really cool.
springt. Diese Fertigkeit kann man gebrauchen. Besser als ein Schwert zu schwingen oder einen Feuerball heraufzubeschwören.
Bis später.
Lebt wohl.
Yeah, thanks for asking. I don't know because I don't have the difference because I don't play in the English subtitles. I mean the dialogue. It doesn't matter. I don't play the English one, so I can't compare really much. Sorry. But I know that Oblivion or that the German dialogue in Bethesda games is quite okay. People say that. Sometimes it's not good in certain games, but in Bethesda games German dialogue is quite good. They have really good speakers. Because yeah, mostly English dialogue or English voice is better every time. So it's really cool to have German good voice actors and good dialogues. I thought that the fog is going away, but I have to turn it off manually. Alright people, I'm back. Give me just 5 or 10 minutes, I'm back, okay? I'm just placing here next to my girlfriend with a beautiful view to greet the new watchers. Oh, we have again 5 watchers. Thank you for watching the stream. We show off some Oblivion graphics here. But I'm 5 minutes away. I'm back.
Seid gegrüßt, kaiserlicher Bruder.
Alright folks, I'm back. Oh, 7 watchers. Thank you for watching the stream. I don't think I make so much longer, but we show off today some nice Oblivion graphics here. It's a little bit cold here in Germany, so I have to use this cool stuff. Yeah, so we showed off the palace now. I think most people saw, so we can continue. I'm searching for a cool new place to show off some graphical features of the Remastered, that I call Remastered. I use some mods like Oblivion Reloaded to improve Oblivion's visuals. It looks really cool. I really don't know what we can show off. I think the region around Skincrad could be really good. Oh, we have the fog again. That is causing problems, so we turn it off. It's kind of buggy, so we really have to take care of. Every time I forgot to place the time, and then you load or you go in the another region, it's causing problems. But that's not a problem of the mod, it's a problem of the engine. Alright. Go to... Yeah, this is a cool space to show off the mod. I think especially here in Skincrad it looks really good. Especially when you have these long shadows. It looks really good. Even here at the wine. Looks cool. I love long shadows in games. Alright, 10 minutes and I have to go to the bed, of course. It's late in Germany. I think it was quite cool. There was something going on on the stream here. I have had some messages, like about 8 maximum viewers. That is really good for my first stream, I guess. And maybe next time we can show off the Radiant AI features that I have enabled too, or re-enabled. The thing is with graphic mods, I really don't like these overdosed ENBs and sweet effects and reshades, and most people, in my opinion, just make too much out of it. It just doesn't look right at most cases. I really like it when you have a decent overhaul of graphics, you have completely new features enabled, not just some color changes. I talk about some engine changes, and this is what Oblivion Reloaded does. It makes the engine so much better. It's like you have the feeling you play on a different game or different engine, because we have so much new effects. And maybe we look at an interior again. Oh, we have a new comment. What are the mods for Radiant AI? I mean, I will talk about it a little bit now, but best thing I can say to you is to watch my video restoring Radiant AI. I have 2 parts uploaded, and in the description of the videos you can see the mods that I used all listed. You can download them right now and play them and test them. That is the short answer. It's called Restored Radiant AI or something like that. I made 2 parts where I show off the mods, and in the description of these mods you can have the download links from Nexus directly. For example, here you can see some nice indoor shadowing that is implemented now. It's completely fresh. It started up with exterior shadowing that looks good, but interior shadowing is now still work in progress. It does have some problems, but it's a really effect that is fresh implemented. What is going on? For example, when I sit down, she tries to find a close place to sit down, and this is an example for this Radiant AI stuff. But when she don't want to sit, she walks away and do something else. It can happen that she read or that she drinks something, or and it's the same with the other NPCs. They are, I mean, it's in vanilla Oblivion. It is normal that they drink, that they eat, but with the mods it is more common, so they do it much more often. And they even do new stuff. So again, I wanted to speak about Radiant AI a little bit before I go to bed. Of course, there are like 2, 3 or 5, 2 or 3 mods that I use for Radiant AI. One of them is really important because it does very much. It does the most, and that is what is it called? It's like Radiant AI Cyrodiil or something. You find it in the description, as I said, under the videos under Restore Radiant AI. But one of the mods really makes a big difference in making on how the NPCs react to the world and to you. For example, shopkeepers now doing something in their shops, or NPCs will visit their shops, which is in normal Oblivion, as I have in my head, it's mostly scripted, and now it is dynamically. At this stage they don't buy anything, but they visiting shops and going through the streets more often and make funny stuff. The second mod is really important too, but you really have to know what ESP you're turning on, because you can mess up the whole game. For example, you can tick on the beggar ESP, and from there on the beggars, like beggars do in or should do in Oblivion, they steal something. The problem is when they steal something, the guards will kill them and they are dead. So there are mostly all dead after a week because and that is the point at why Bethesda disabled this. Okay, what is going on here? It's a good example for this Radiant AI, I think. So we have some Imperial Legion Foresters, as I think, fighting against some bandits. One has not made it.
Sprecht.
I mean, even that is normal in Oblivion, vanilla Oblivion, that Imperial soldiers are walking down the roads. But now it is more often, and you see much more of these foresters walking down. You just have much more going on in the world. Alright, what we can show off is the shopkeepers that I talked before. I think Anvil is a good good place to show off the shopkeepers. Yeah, Mo, try it at your own risk. But it is cool mods, really. Okay, we go to my lovely. Okay, I broke it again. I have to reload. All right. Or do I have a better example to test this out? I think there is a better... Farragill is, I think, a good example. I hope it works now. Okay, it doesn't work because she is not in her place.
Seid gegrüßt, Clan-Gefährte. Sie zu bekämpfen ist leicht. Ihr führt sie aufs Wasser hinaus und durchsiebt sie mit Pfeilen. Falls ihr einen Bogen habt und übers Wasser gehen könnt.
Yeah, for example, she eats now.
Gute Weiterreise. Seht euch vor.
It doesn't work how I wanted it to. Maybe I have to wait.
Oh, was soll ich bloß tun? Sie sind weg.
Sometimes it's a little bit creepy because they really have some new behavior and sometimes you think they're real players. Alright, she sits down, eating a little bit, and what is going on? Where is the shopkeeper? I think she is the shopkeeper, but she is doing not shopkeeping at all. She sits down like a regular citizen. But that's a good example for showing off that people coming into this inn and eating, drinking, talking to each other, that is something that was not in Oblivion. I mean, of course they have to talk to each other, that's completely normal. But they go into the shop and then eat something and then talk to each other was not in vanilla Oblivion.
Es macht den Anschein, die Insel Sumerset ist
And
mittlerweile
that is really cool. It adds so much depth into the world. So she ate it and drank a lot and now she sleeps. That is great. It's not that what I wanted to. Maybe I have to wait for the evening?
Was ist? Was? Schönen Tag.
Hallo.
Hello, what is going on? Maybe something happens.
Ich wünsche euch einen wunderschönen...
Or she is the
schönen
shopkeeper? Yeah, she is the shopkeeper, alright.
Ich kann euch ein paar... Lebt wohl.
Okay, now it... Maybe now it works. And she sleeps. What is going on here? Okay, maybe it's the wrong time. It's okay. Oh, the tea is gone. I don't have any tea. This is not good. Alright, she is awake.
Guten Morgen.
This is not a good example. I thought it was a good example because at another gameplay it worked very well. She was like behind the
Ihr seid's.
table and she worked out and... No,
Was ist?
it's not working. We check out another shop in Anvil. Alright, let's check out this inn here. Oh, it's not an inn, it's an armory shop.
Hallo.
Alright, it works. You see,
Wie geht es euch?
Varel is working on some new cool stuff. In Vanilla Oblivion it would be that he just was standing behind here, like this, 24/7, every time. But now he works out, and you see people come in, sit down.
Oh, hallo.
In Vanilla Oblivion, no one is coming to... In normal Oblivion, it's that people coming to an inn or to bigger places at their own, but not something like this. And with this mod, they're coming. So, it's a cool addition, definitely. Maybe we check out Bruma. And this is definitely the last thing we check out there, and then I go to the sleep and sleep well, because it's already late in Germany. I said it like 10 times now, but I really have to sleep. I think Bruma is a good place to show off Radiant AI and show off the graphics, because Bruma is, from the level design perspective, a really good example. It looks quite good, it's okay. It's a cool little city. Yeah, it looks quite good. Yeah. Now the shop owner sits and read a book. And she walks and walks.
Ihr seht aus, als wärt ihr geschickt. Bitte. Schönen Tag.
She has definitely a problem with something. She doesn't like the Radiant AI mods, I think. Okay, now we wait some time and maybe we see who visits the shop. A dog has a problem too. Not as much, not much going on here.
Ihr solltet jetzt gehen.
Alright, it's too late, I have to go. He doesn't want that I be in the shop. I know what maybe a good example is to check out Radiant AI. It is the church. I don't know if it's working on this church too, because last time I was in Skingrad, where I made the cool video about restoring AI. There was a scene where I showed off the Skingrad church, because I don't know what time it was, in the evening or at the beginning of the day. All people or most people of the city going into the church and talk to each other. I don't know if this is working here too. We check it out. The problem is there's so much that is changing when you install these mods, so you have to check out the most things on your own. Okay, one man has visited. And there we have seen something new too, so people come into these things and use them to push their stats. That is a feature that was definitely not in Oblivion 2, in vanilla Oblivion. I think this is cool. I mean, there are so small little details, but they're making, in the bigger picture, the world so much more alive, yes? They all have their own day and night cycle, and now they're going. Alright, I think that's okay for today. I thank all people for watching the stream. It was really cool. It was my first stream on YouTube, so it was really cool. Next stream, maybe we check out some more graphics and some more Radiant AI, of course. I don't know when it's the case, but you can subscribe to the channel and we see when we will do it. So thank you for watching. And I wish you a good night.